Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Week to you all, and I welcome you all to this early Monday morning broadcast. Greetings to you all, and I welcome you once again to this broadcast. Please listen attentively to this breaking news. Criminals in the southeast, they have planned an attack on various banks that we have, or various federal government of Nigerian banks. And the plan was for them to attack it, and they will blame it on Ipob and ESN. That is the alarm that the Ipob is raising, because this one is very, very urgent and is very, very important. So anyone that is know these people that is planning all this attack should tell them to desist, because it will not be business as normal. So please get this information across and make sure every hooks and cranes carries it. Another breaking news. Well, the other day, the court have disbanded the Ipob sect militia in the southeast, mostly in Ebonyi State and Imo State. But to our greatest surprise, the governor of Ebonyi State, which is Dave Umahi, now rebranded them just like what Nigerian government did during the time of EndSARS, when the people were shouting "End SARS" and "End police brutality." They said that disbanded SARS and named them SWAP. That is exactly what this man did. Breaking news. Look at the reason to this breaking news. Dave Umahi renames Ipob to Neighborhood Watch. My dear people, what is the difference? The same set of people that the courts have disbanded and called them what do they call them? That because of their extrajudicial killings, mamming, kidnapping, and using them in political wanting. That is the same people that this man come. I mean, how can this country work itself? Whereby the people whom supposed to obey the laws are the one now disobeying the laws. Yet they want the federal government, Buhari and the CBN to obey what they are saying. In spite of this problem we are having in the system, they have disbanded these people, allow these people to rest, and let police and other security personnel do their work. NSCDC is there. Instead, you disbanded them with the court order and rename them Neighborhood Watch. Who are they fooling? Anyway, I have not more to say, because it is too early to grumble or to shout. My main duty here is to bring this news to your doorstep, so that you will also make use of it in one way or the other. Breaking news: David Oyedegbo don't warn Nigerians and all his congregation against voting for a particular candidate few days to the election. Which candidate is he talking about? He said this candidate, according to him, he didn't mention the name of the candidate, because all these people, they are somehow politicians. They don't want to make mention of the candidate, but we all know that he's talking about APC. He said, do not vote for he said, ask this party that is contesting now, what have they done for Nigeria in the past 8 years? He never mentioned them, so, but indirectly, we all know whom he is referring to. He said, what have they done other than coming back again with a new promises? So that is exactly the point. He has warned non-Nigerians against voting APC into government coming this February 25th. We are talking about next week Saturday. It's the 25th is around the corner. Only if the election will hold. But to me, I know it will hold, because Buhari and Mahmoud have already promised Nigerians that this election, no matter come what may, that it must hold. Oh, Naira notes. This one is breaking news. They're coming all the way from USA. From this our small goat, where they shout too much, where in Nembu, Reno, Mokiri, according to the translation of a Delta people on his name. He said, oh, Naira notes, Ojukwu didn't do half of what El-Rufai has done. Reno Omokiri. So my good people, if this is the first time of joining this broadcast, you are highly welcome. We welcome you, and we want to remind you that this is where we speak to you the undiluted truth about things of life, about Nigeria, and about this Biafran struggle. If you are listening and you are watching, you have not subscribed, endeavor to do that, because subscription is free. Turn on the discussion button so that you will be getting updates, alerts on whenever we go live or we post something new on this channel. So my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, we are about to take up. Please tighten your seatbelt, because we have no time to waste. This is the news in details. We, the global family and movement of the digital people of Biafra, Ipob, under the command and leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, We should disassociate ourselves from the secret plans to attack banks in Abia State or other states in Biafra while masses are looking for a new currency notes. Ipob intelligence unit, the M branch, have discovered the plans of some criminals claiming to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disciples to invade banks in Abia State and blame it on Ipob and ESN operatives. So this warning is also goes out to our security personnel, the police, the military, the NSCDC, and other etc. Set of authorities to please be aware of this impending doom. Plans for them to disrupt the peace that the small peace that we have in the southeastern region of the country. We are putting the public on notice that Ipob was not part of this plan, and we don't encourage nor indulge in criminalities. In the event of attack of any bank in the east, Biafran should hold autopilots who have branded themselves Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disciples responsible because they have committed other criminalities. According to this one is coming from Emma Powerful, the media and publicity secretary of Ipob. That notwithstanding, we are going to checkmate them because they have decided to blackmail Ipob and ESN operatives with their criminal plans. We cannot afford to be part of activities that will increase the pain and suffering of our people who are fighting for their freedom. Ipob Intelligence Unit, that is the M branch, released this intel in advance to advise our people to be prepared because they have devised another means to suffer our people. The purported sit-at-home orders have failed their contractors and want them to change strategies that will also be dead on arrival. We made this intel public for our people to know that there is danger ahead, and the danger will come in different ways against our innocent citizens. Therefore, we call on all Biafrans to resist any attempt to be used by anyone to attack and destroy the banks in Igbo land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has consistently warned our people, not banks, worship centers, schools, and markets are not places to vent anger at the times of protest or wars. Let them take their angers to the federal government of Nigeria, that is Abuja or DSS, according to the news. Our people should know that any bank attacked or destroyed in Biafra land, our enemies will use it to justify why our people will not be able to access their monies from banks. Other ethnic groups can protest and destroy banks without the Nigerian government punishing them. But in case of Biafrans, particularly Igbos, are visited with wickedness and shedding of blood. Of course, that is, we have seen it not once and not twice. Our people must keep their emotions in check and realize that the issues of Biafra freedom are beyond the emotions. We all need Biafra to come quickly, but we must be cautious not to play into the hands of our already weakened and frustrated enemies. According to the news, our people must be wise to follow instructions from Ipob. Therefore, no wise Biafran should support or join any attack on any bank in Biafra land, particularly at Abia State or Imo State or other Mpara State where they for this our southeastern region. This message and this particular news is coming from Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for Ipob. # Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and # Biafra referendum. # Let peace lead in the southeastern part of the country. Breaking news, this one again is coming all the way from Ebonyi State, Abakaliki. Devo Maye had named the Bubago to neighborhood watch. I don't know what is the difference. The same kind sort of people, the same people that have been disbanded, the same people that have involved in extrajudicial killings. We know why he's doing all this. Somebody or no have rising up to take over the state from him. So he wants to do everything humanly possible to make sure that he use this militia group to cause unrest on that same state. Maybe very soon now he will even tell the federal government to place state of emergency on Ebonyi State, because that is exactly what this man wants. He don't want anybody that will come in office to probe him of all his atrocities in Ebonyi State, and that's exactly what he is trying to do. But whichever way it is, we must surely know and watch to see the end of this their Jack and Chime movie. Following the Abakaliki Federal High Court disbanded of Ebonyi militia formation, Governor Gedevo Umahi, the Ebonyi State Governor and Chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum on Friday, 17th February, disclosed that a bill proposing the replacement of disbanded Ebubago outfit in the state is already drafted before the Ebonyi State House of Assembly. Umahi said that the motion requested for the establishment of 2 local security outfits and has been approved and passed into law. Just like that, under 24 hours. Record, I mean, which time did he recruit all these ones? Where did he recruit them from? That is the question. Now, the same people that is killing your people, the same people that is killing oppositions, the same people that is involved in kidnappings and all manner of illicit and heinous crimes, that is the same people you still rebrand their names simply because courts have disbanded Ebubago. Okay, recall that the disbandment of Ebubago was a consequence of several alleged human rights abuses, extortions, illegal arrests, and use of firearms by the security outfit to intimidate people. Umahi announced the establishment of 2 local security outfits during an enlarged security meeting and live broadcast in Abakaliki on Friday. According to him, on the issues of Ebubago, I have directed that Ebubago will not function in the state until the stay of execution is granted and appeals entered. This is in obedience to the rule of law and the respect for our judiciary, which I have great respect for. Whether the judgment is good for our people or bad, it is the judgment of the court, according to Dave Umahi. However, it must be noted that just about a month ago, another court of equal jurisdiction has passed a judgment restraining anybody from disbanding Ebubago. What it means is that I have 2 judgments on the same subject, and I could choose the one to obey. If I were not a lover of the judiciary, but I have decided to obey the later judgment that says Ebubago should not function for now. So for now, Ebubago should not function while we process the stay of execution and appeal entered at Enugu, and Ebubago, when granted, will begin to function again, according to Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State. Notwithstanding, let me thank the House of Assembly for passing into another law 2 sets of vigilante outfits for Ebonyi State, whose process started in 2021, but they graciously passed it into a law few days ago, and that is Ebubago State Neighborhood Watch. Okay, Ebonyi State Neighborhood Watch, not Ebubago, sorry my people. This Okochukwu, not the same people. Let me say that we have had this neighborhood watch even before now, as far back as 2015, and they did it tremendously very well. So the law is back and they are empowered to function. Chidebere Oguluso reporting from the Family Writers Press International Association of Nigeria. So my good people of Biafra, this is where we are at the moment. That this man said, carry him up, knock him on the ground. Somebody that his tenure has expired. All he keep doing is what will bring unrest in the state. What the militia that he use to disrupt election and to intimidate people to vote who they don't want. That is exactly what this man is trying to do. Bishop Oyedepo don't want Nigerians who against voting a particular candidate few days to the general elections. And they hear him. Don't be saying tomorrow night I come and say, Papa never speak, yo. This man always speak his mind, not like that of Redeemed Church, because their candidate was their deacon had been matron in the church. Where? What be Yomi. So after that again, this man don't speak anything. They say and God never spoke to him. But if this man would have emerged as a presidential candidate of APC, God will speak to you, right? With the watch on all these partisan church pastors. The general overseer of Living Faith Church, Bishop David Oyedepo, that is why you are the most loved, because you always speak your mind and you made it very viral to everybody to listen and to hear. As one Nigerians against voting a particular candidate due to loyalty to a tribe. Yes, now the APC presidential candidate is loyal to the North. That is why everybody is shouting, it must be this. So now, Nigerian number 1 seat don't turn to where, cake. It is your turn, it is my turn. Give to him, let him eat. After all, during our own time, he served us well. Nigeria report that Oyedepo, while speaking to his church members in the 2023 general elections on Sunday said the country has witnessed a wide range of security challenges in the last 8 years, which is an indication that the power must change hands coming 2023. According to the clergyman, one of the candidates neglected the killings of citizens and still insists he will change the narratives. How can you change the narrative whereby you are the one that instigated or brought this current administration to power, which you stated categorically that you single-handedly brought this man to power. So now it is your own turn. And that same person you brought to power didn't do well. As a matter of fact, he have brought the country to a total mess. So what difference can you make? This one is very, very simple. Just like a father that brought his son, that my son, go and do this thing. Look at how you are going to do it well, so that people will praise you and also praise me. And that son went there and mess up the whole place, and mess up the whole arrangement, mess up the whole thing. What will you think that we do? That the father again will come out again and tell you that, oh, my son didn't do it well, and I will do it well as a father. Whereby you have already given your fatherly blessing to that very son to go and participate well, but you mess up everything. That thing, if you have that idea of doing it well, why can't you at least give it to that your son? So that people will praise him and say, yes, the son did well. When the father is coming, the father will do more, even better. So, but now the son have already messed the whole thing up. So tell me what the father will do. The father will automatically fail because the father couldn't give a fatherly advice to the son. That's exactly the point I am trying to make between these two, between Tinubu and Buhari. Yes, that's a simple truth. Oyedepo, the unnamed candidate, to tell Nigerians what his party has done instead of making new promises. Another Yaram, Oyedepo went further to warn Nigerians against blind loyalty to political parties and tribes at the expense of future of Nigeria. This person telling you this thing now, he know even if anything happens in Nigeria tomorrow, both him and his entire family, even his goat, even his cow, even his chicken, he can fly them abroad and go there and live forever. He's speaking for the interest of the masses. So you people should do what? To listen and listen attentively, because the problem we are having in Nigeria is that Nigerians now they have joined the Igbos. They don't run from rain, not until they are soaked in rain. That's exactly the same problem with Igbos. What we keep saying in our local dialect, that Nandi Igbo either have some many until many amaka faru. That's exactly what Nigerians are doing. Nigerians cannot tell you that the suffering of this past administration do not touch everybody, but simply because they have short memory and very easy for them to forget. That is why they are forgetting that experience. Now everybody is jumping up and down saying APC, Mukesu, that is what they keep doing here and there. Tomorrow, the same people that are shouting this APC, if they vote these people to power, just like what happened in 2015, 8 years ago, when people are doing it, oh, say Baba, we need change. Now, we can't even say the change. Now, if you give 1,000 naira to buy something, they will even ask you for more instead of them to give you change. The higher denomination currency in Nigeria cannot buy something meaningful. How can you see how the country have fallen? Can you see it? Say Baba, at a point when 2015 to 2019, that the pressure of say Baba that is high, even people threat from Maiduguri to Sokoto, from Sokoto to Abuja, simply because they want to support Baba Bubu. But today, the reverse is the case. Now, that same people that do that say Baba, is that same people that is protesting today. We no go agree. If you people allow this mistake again, this February 25th, you will still be the people that will carry placard tomorrow, because Nigerians and the youth and their youths, they have very short memory. They forget things very easily. Nigerians have already forgotten that there's a whistleblower by the name Michael Achumugu. Nigerians have already forgotten that a couple of weeks or months ago, this son, what did they call him? Festus Kiyamo, was all in the internet. Every media house carrying him. He's raining brimstone and fire that he must sue Atiku to court. That he has given the what do they call it? The security personnel, the EFCC, ICPC, and other Bureau of Statistics and whatever it is. that they have 72 hours to arrest Atiku and prosecute him. Today, nobody is talking about that again. They have went into their houses for you to know that APC is PDP and PDP is APC. If you don't know it now. Have you ever seen Facebook now when you come out again and sounding like all this toy baby that they put new battery? You call yourself son. You can't stand on your word. They have called themselves now, go inside the home now and say that, okay, this one is fight between father and son. We should resolve it. Let's continue. Just like how they asked Daniel Boala of PDP the other day. He said it's like honorarium or whatever they call it, that they have settled everything indoor, and everybody to continue with their campaign. Can you imagine that? People who have come out publicly indicted in many areas, many of them have been accused of drug-related offenses, money laundering, and so forth and so on. Imagine all those things now. And after that, they went into their inner caucus, planning one thing or the other just to make sure the PDP and APC join hands together to bring Labour Party down. Even to the extent of FFK. Now, it runs out again. Is it not part of them? That is the part of the problem. The spokespersons. He went out there that Atiku is now having a military meeting and they want to plan a military coup to take over Nigeria. Now, he's singing another different song when DSS investigated him. He's part of the one. He come on the national TV and begin to say that P2B have a case in prison. One girl at Malaysia that they are calling his name. He did that. If P2B come out now and tell DSS must investigate this man, bring out this so-called person. Let that person bring out a concrete evidence that will make him to come on national TV. That is assassination of character. Nigerian security personnel, they look on their faces before they do anything. If not, that word alone is enough to create this man very, very hard, because I've been passing out fake news here and there. He has said all sort of things, all sort of lies on national TV. Nobody questioned him. Just he called Atiku name. Then everybody, the DSS house and the ICPC, everybody raised their eyebrow, because P2B is nobody, and there is no word for them to challenge this man. Let him bring evidence on what he has accused P2B of. The problem we have in Nigeria is that the law is being meant for some set of people. He said Nigerians to vote wisely their conscience and the future of the coming generation, adding the presidency is not a traditional stool. He said Nigeria has witnessed a wide range of security challenges. We have faced that gruesomely for the last 8 years. People claim responsibility for killings, and we are walking on the streets. Yes, so they take a sword in today's world and cut off a man's neck. Then somebody is coming again to say this is what they will do. Let them tell us what they have done in the past 8 years. He's talking about APC. If you don't know it now. Despite the fact he cannot call names because of his position, but I will say it. But thank you for speaking out. Unlike others who keep calm and tell that God never speak to them simply because the person they supported to emerge as the presidential candidate didn't make it. Listen to me. There's no party without members of this church. There are founders of parties who are members of this church. But we are talking about the nation, not a party. We are talking about the people, not a party. No tribe owns Nigeria. The presidency is not a traditional stool for anyone. According to the clergyman David Oyedepo, Bishop David Oyedepo, that is how we see it. Oh, old Naira note, breaking news. Ojukwu didn't do half of what El-Rufai has done. Reno Omonkita speaking. A former presidential aide, Reno Mokili, has questioned why the federal government is silent and over the continual disobedience of Kano State Governor Nasir El-Rufai on the Naira redesign policy. Nigeria News earlier reported that the Nasir El-Rufai on Sunday insisted on old 500 and 1,000 Naira being legal tender in the state. That is his state, Kaduna. The governor directed each ministry, department, and agencies not to reject old Naira notes. El-Rufai said this in a statement released on Sunday through the special advisor to the governor of media and communication, Muyiwa Adekeye. According to the Kaduna State governor, the old Naira the old and new naira notes should keep in circulating in the state. He said the directive is in line with the subsiding order of the Supreme Court on the new naira notes. However, in the post via Twitter, Mokri avowed that Ojukwu did not do half of what El-Rufai has done before General Gowon's military government moved against him. He further questioned why the country is not moving against the Kaduna State governor for treason. He said, did Ojukwu do up to what El-Rufai done before General Gowon's military government moved against him, according to Reno Mokri? That is question he is asking. Ojukwu didn't issue the Biafran pound until January 29 of 1968. Yet, Nigeria moved against him. Why is Nigeria, my country, not moving against El-Rufai for treason? Okay, now, let them come out and defend this. They will not now. How can? Because the law that they have made already is for some kind set of people, not for general. So my good people, as on the hearing, na so me self I take hearing, and na so Nigerian news take brought them for all of us, so that you can read, you can also understand, you can also use your own wisdom. As long as it is in line with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So my good people, this is where we are coming to the end of this broadcast. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, please endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel or another channel related to Okwute Daily Talk. This is new week and I wish us all the best. And whatever our plans is, whatever good plans we have in this new week, God shall surely perfect it all. And as we do this, may the Almighty bless us in Eke, bless us in Ori, bless us in Afo, and also bless us in Nkwo, the 4 market days which represents the 4 corners of the earth, which is the east, the west, and the north, and also the south. So as we are going out today, we shall be protected and we shall never fall a victim of any sort. That anyone who is looking for our head, that person's head will be used as football on the street. Of course, that is our prayers, and that is all for Nagronya. Any man, any woman out there that is looking for our downfall, that person will surely fall before us. And anyone that said whatever we are doing shall never come, that we shall never find a good result, that person can never do anything, not to talk of having a good result. So my good people of Biafra, the good people of Okwute Daily Talk, and the viewers and subscribers all over the world, I am signing out. So make on have a nice day. Now here, I just carry my kaya until you hear my voice again, because I will still land again like a Land Rover. Have a nice day. Bye for now. Okay,